Hello everyone, my name is the Dude Around Doctor. Wanted to talk a little bit about the Season 14 patch because I just can't, dude. I can't take it no more. I don't even like Marvel. I hate everything Marvel, and I tried Marvel Rivals, and it's more fun than this patch, and I hate it because I hate Marvel. I don't want to like Marvel more than Overwatch. But just, oh my god. What the hell is this patch? How are you making a patch so absolute shit that Marvel Rivals is more fun than your game? I don't get it. You can go after me for not liking Marvel all you want. But, oh my god, this patch is so shit. Doom got nerfed. Hazard got gigabuffed to the point where it's worse than Malgameta from season 8 or 9. You can't even play against Hazard anymore. Like, there's no chance. He's just too good. Every single thing in his kit got buffed. The worst thing is the developer comment literally says the community feedback from Hazard's trial has been largely positive, despite underperforming slightly. Underperforming slightly means that he was barely under 50% win rate. Here's the problem. You've buffed his Bone Spur, his Spike Guard, his Violent Leap, his Jagged Wall, his Alt, Downpour, and his Vault. Why did you buff everything if he was slightly underperforming? Why did you buff everything? What the fuck are you doing? Genuinely, Blizzard, what are you fucking doing? I don't want to insult you guys because I know being a game dev is hard. As someone who has coded their own shit multiple times before, I understand that having the balancing be perfect is a hard thing to do. But if he was underperforming slightly, buff him slightly. Don't buff his whole god fucking kit. He already has a shit ton of abilities. Why the fuck are we buffing his whole entire kit? I don't get it. Next, you nerf Malga. Whatever. It doesn't bother me. It's not that big of a deal. You buff Orisa, which, whatever. I don't care. I know how to play around Orisa. I don't care. Next, you buff Ramatra, but not in really a way that matters too much, so I don't really care. You buff Winston, but again, in a way that doesn't matter much, so I don't really care. Then you buff Ashe, so now Ashe can boot people away even if she's trapped, which I think is retarded because the Coach Gun's movement ability. It should be locked off, period, when you are rooted or what have you. You nerfed Pharah even though she didn't need it because she hasn't been meta in 3 seasons. You buffed Sojourn, the secondary fire doing minimum 1 damage and maximum 100, to now doing minimum 20 damage and maximum 120, which is retarded because even if you have 1.5 times headshot multiplier, that's still 180 damage, which is too much. You shouldn't be able to one-shot Tracer. Sorry. You shouldn't. A Mei one-shotting a Tracer, I understand, because Mei is a projectile. Same with Torb. And actually, it requires you to have skill to actually aim it, unlike a hit scan weapon. Whereas you just, with a hit scan, you just fucking look at them and they die. But that's stupid. It shouldn't be that much. I've played it, and it is way too much. Sojourn is just meta, period, now. You buff Soldier, even though he really doesn't need a buff at all. Why are we buffing Biotic Field? Because Biotic Field is one of the most frustrating things to play against when you're facing a soldier. Because he basically just gets another whole health pull for free. And sure, you could say the same thing about Baptiste, which I have the same problem with Baptiste, so... Symmetra, you buffed the teleporter, which isn't going to do anything except at high level. Torb, you gave him the most useless buff, which is damage increased on his hammer, which is useless because who buddy's going to fucking go around with this hammer? I mean, other than memeing, really, who's going to do it? That does nothing. Then you buffed his turret, which, you know, whatever. I don't mind his turret getting buffed as long as it's not damage. Venture got a quality of life change, so I don't really care about that. Then you buffed Baptiste. Why is he getting buffed? Why is his range increased on regenerative burst and his cooldown is lower? No, we're not doing this. Why are we buffing Bap? We already gave him basically no recoil. We don't need to give him more healing. And then you did something that's retarded. After doing the stupid shit of making Hazard so overpowered that no support or DPS can 1v1 him and win, you nerfed the one person that had a slight chance, which was Brig. Now, Brig can't do shit against Hazard. And you guys can all say, oh, but you can boop him away. No, you can't. You can't boop him away because he's got the tank passive. You can't boop him away. Not only that, he can wall you off, which goes straight through you, mind you. So if it goes straight through you, you're not running. You're dead. He can also leap towards you. He could wall climb towards you. He could wall himself up towards you. He can wall you off, of course. He can block in front of you, so you can't do damage to him, but he can damage you, which I think is very unhealthy for the game. And he can ult you from across the map, through walls, through terrain, and everything. No. Hazard is way too overpowered. And nerfing Brig, Inspire, is retarded because we don't need to nerf Brig Inspire. You want to know what we needed? We needed to nerf Juno's ult because Juno and Brig work really well together. And guess what? Juno has the same amount of damage boost as fucking Nano. Okay? Area of effect ult shouldn't have as much damage boost as fucking Nano. Okay? That's retarded. Okay? Nerf the damage boost on Juno's ult and buff Brig back because there was no reason to nerf Brig at all. The armor pack change, I'm okay with that. That doesn't really bother me. But there was absolutely no reason to nerf her Inspire. Absolutely none. Her Inspire has always been 5 seconds. It should stay 5 seconds. And the reason it's annoying and stupid to change it to 4 seconds is straight up because Brig wasn't overpowered. She was overpowered because she played with Juno well. That was it. She played well with Juno. That's why she was good. She was not good because she was good. She was good because Juno was good. Same thing as when Brig's strong because Ana is strong. Brig had nothing to do with this meta. Put Brig back because Brig is fucking useless against Hazard. And, you know, nerf Hazard because that's the reason why Brig is useless against Hazard. But again, Inspire, nerfing her main fucking healing ability right after you've already nerfed her and giga buffed her exact counter is fucking stupid. And then you buffed Iari, which didn't need it. Then you buffed Lucio, which, whatever. You gave him a quality of life change where he falls faster when he's using sound barrier in midair, so people could Ajax less often, which I understand. But crossfade, the self-healing, didn't need to be buffed. I mean, I understand why they did it, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. But you did not need to nerf Brig. You did not need to buff Bap. You did not need to buff Soldier. You didn't need to buff Sojourn. You didn't need to nerf Pharah. You didn't need to buff Ashe. You didn't need to buff Orisa. You didn't need to giga buff Hazard. Why did you need to do those 8 things? Why are we doing this? Marvel Rivals released, and this patch is so unfun that I literally played 2 games, got off, and I said, no, I can't do this shit no more. It's straight up terrible. It's the worst patch I've ever had. not privilege to experience. A Hazard meta is going to be 10 times worse than a Malga meta because a Hazard meta, Hazard has so much fucking DPS potential that he could one-shot most characters in the game. Hell, if you do his combo right, you can one-shot combo most tanks. Because I already did the math. You could do a total of, I think, 500-something damage in one of Hazard's combos, and you could just fucking shred a tank. No. Straight up, we did not need to buff Hazard again. We didn't need to. This is retarded. Why are we doing this? I understand that he was underperforming slightly. But also, nobody knew how to fucking play him. People are going to realize how to play him. And once they realize how to play him and they realize, oh, wait, you could one-shot a tank. You're going to be like, oh, wait, did we really need to buff him? He's overperforming now. And then they're going to nerf him into the ground like it is Orisa and fucking Malga. Okay, there's no fucking reason why we need to giga buff him for underperforming slightly. Nothing. There's no fucking reason. All you needed to do was make the damage per spike increase from 6.75 to 7.5. That would have done it. That would have been enough. But instead, you buffed his Bone Spur twice, Spike Guard twice, Violent Leap once, Jagged Wall 3 fucking times, Downpour once, and Felt once. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? This is so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. I genuinely am so disappointed. I hate Marvel Rivals, and I like Marvel Rivals more than this patch. That's crazy. That's so crazy. I can't believe the absolute stupidity that is this patch. I'm done. I'm done, dude. I'm so done. I don't know if I could play this game any much longer. It genuinely, like, what the fuck? What's the point in even playing ranked if the balancing is so shit that you can't play it? Because the character you main is useless. The other character you main is useless. And the DPS you main is useless. You know, what's the fucking point at that point? What's the point? Really? There is none. It's fuck you. That's what it is. Anyways, my name's the Deuteron Doctor. I'll see you later. Maybe. If I have something to say, I'll post. Bye.